We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. That's caught. Emeka Egbuka. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Sheds off the tackle.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And his throw here is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
Crazy!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. Let's take it inside his own 40. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Mayfield. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Mayfield off the play fake. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. May looking to run. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. A good pickup there at 22. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
5. Hey, here goes tonight. Hey, what's that?
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Morales. 4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Looking to throw. May. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
Shemar Stewart, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Third and 12.
They need 12 here. It's third down. Mayfield looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. To the air, May. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Crew able to connect on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14-all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it first and 10. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
They run out of the gun with Irvin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw, Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Emeka Egbuka, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Falcons 14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
For the Buccaneers.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
They're on 31-yard
The
line.
Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Slot man moves right. Mayfield down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, alert 33, 180. What's up?
Now Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Play it right. Hey, alert him, 180. What's up?
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 32 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. To the right side, catch made by Ibuka. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And for Mayfield, this could be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now up to 14.
Falcons 14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The kickoff for the Buccaneers.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Looking to put a drive together. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
Here goes that. Crazy. Crazy.
They'll throw with May. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's May. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Guy. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Brings up 2nd and
To throw, it's May. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now they'll change things up.
Five. Crazy.
Throwing here is May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 36. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Crazy. Nerve, what's that? Eddie, what's up?
Now back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Down the left sideline. What a play. The big man comes up with the interception. Puts together, Charles, a nice little return, too.
Yeah, he's not going to make anybody forget Darrell Green or Rod Woodson, but look at him lug that thing. He decided it was his. A lot of people might have thought about lateraling it there. No shot. Trying to take it.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Falcons 14.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
Gets through and now an opening. Still going. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Falcons 21.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it will be Falcon football. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw this.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Blitzed by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers will take over possession here up at the 44. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2nd down and 3. Play fake. Mayfield. Now he's going to step up and run. And Mayfield will have a 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Mayfield to throw it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Alert! 180!
Here's Mayfield. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 12-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mayfield on play action. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
20! What's that?
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. 1 second, all that remains.
What's that?
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, and that is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the
It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Matt Judon there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Crazy. Crazy.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
4th down, here's May. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Mayfield off the play fake. He completes it right side and right.
Wrap up.
Still moving. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A Young touchdown. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it looks like that. That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morales. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. May. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list. And the Buccaneers have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Irving. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 54 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing, Mayfield. Able to find the open man. It's complete. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
To throw, Mayfield. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Shamar Stewart picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
From the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
To the air, May. Avant's got it over the middle.
May's pass.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here comes third and the length of the football. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Guy. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll look to throw. Pulled in by Avant. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
Hey, what's that?
From the gun, it's May. He's going to let one fly here for Avant. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Five. Get down here, you good? Crazy.
They'll try and throw forward May. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A shotgun handoff here to Irvin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Mayfield down. And that is incomplete.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance.
And how about this, a fake? Oh, this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes. This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They'll throw with May. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Five. Crazy, crazy.
Here's May. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let one fly here for Avant. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here near the 40. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing here is May. And down he goes. A Buccaneers save. Still leading 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's May. Avant brings it in. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And it's caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This is caught by Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line are able to keep leverage, are able to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. And we saw another example of it there. And he's got this down to the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, it's May.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw again. And drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught inside the 5.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, that means talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
First down, Buccaneers.
Once again, it's Irvin. Loose inside the 30.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
115 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Buccaneer first down.
A run up the middle with Irving.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
62, Falcons 21.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, their defense has really struggled.
Second and 2. May looking to run. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. No choice but to go. Here's fourth down now.
Here. Five. Crazy.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bucs, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.